Revised article, enhanced journalistic literary style. In the aftermath of Celia's murder, Ray stands over his mother's lifeless body, the enormity of what he has done briefly freezing him in place. Then instinct takes over. He picks up his red sports bag and leaves the farm, setting off toward the village with a single thought consuming him: Laurel. He convinces himself that once he reaches her, once he explains everything, they can finally be free, but freedom is already slipping from his grasp. Laurel has learned the truth. The violence, the manipulation, the trail of devastation Ray has left behind. When he arrives at Malbury Cottage, she confronts him, torn between disbelief and horror. Ray pleads his case, casting himself as another victim in a cycle of abuse, begging for forgiveness. Laurel wavers. In a moment of misplaced mercy, she allows him to leave, unaware that Arthur, scarred by everything Ray inflicted on his mother, is quietly resolved to make him pay. Nicola urges Laurel to draw Ray back, to lure him into a trap. Laurel hesitates, unsure whether she is capable of delivering justice, or surviving it. The episode repeatedly circles back to the scene of Celia's murder, each return peeling back another layer of Ray's guilt. This time, we see him methodically wiping his fingerprints from the knife he used to stab his mother in the back. The red sports bag never leaves his side, its significance growing heavier with every step he takes. Elsewhere, unease ripples through the village. At Smithy Cottage, Rona and Marlon grow increasingly alarmed over April's disappearance. Desperation begins to eclipse reason. Marlon arms himself and leaves the house, determined to find Ray and uncover the truth. Ray, meanwhile, is spiraling. Before leaving the farm for good, he is compelled to go upstairs to confirm Bear's death. The sight of his father's lifeless body shatters him. For a moment, even Ray cannot escape the consequences of his actions. As secrets collide, Patty learns the horrifying extent of the slave trade Ray was involved in. When Ray confirms Bear's death, Patty's rage boils over, until he is warned that any wrong move will cost Dylan his life. Fear keeps him silent, for now. Suspicion tightens around the village. Ross, ever watchful, begins preparing a hunting rifle. The question hangs heavy: will Ray make it out alive? The answer comes not with a scream, but with a sound far more chilling: the sickening thud of a body hitting the floorboards at Malbury Cottage. Blood pools across the pale rug, dark and spreading, sealing a pact of guilt that will haunt everyone present. Outside, a storm rages, mirroring the chaos inside. Ray lies motionless, his eyes fixed on the ceiling, the malice finally drained from his face. The red sports bag lies overturned nearby, spilling packets of white powder across the living room floor, a brutal mockery of domestic normality. Laurel stands frozen, trembling. Her gaze is not on Ray, but on Arthur, who stands over the body, shaken yet resolute. But Arthur did not deliver the fatal blow. From the shadows steps Ross, the hunting rifle still faintly smoking. He arrived just as Ray lunged for Laurel, pulling the trigger in a split-second decision that altered all their lives. He's gone, Ross confirms after checking for a pulse. It's over. But relief never comes. Instead, reality crashes in: a dead man, drugs on the floor, a child present, and the looming threat of Ray's trafficking associates, still out there, still watching. The back door bursts open. Marlon and Patty stumble inside, drenched and frantic. They heard the gunshot. Marlon demands to know where April is. Ross points to the cellar. Moments later, a sob of overwhelming relief echoes through the house. April is alive. There is no time to celebrate. Nicola voices the truth no one wants to hear: Ray cannot simply be hidden. He must disappear. A desperate plan forms. Jai's truck is heading to Manchester that night. Under cover of rain and darkness, Ray's body is wrapped in a rug and loaded into the truck, buried beneath rolls of fabric. The village sleeps, unaware of the horror passing through its streets. For a fleeting moment, it seems to work, then fate intervenes. On the narrow road out of the valley, the storm intensifies. The truck skids, jackknifes into a stone wall, and its cargo spills across the road. The rug unravels. A lifeless hand slips into the rain-soaked light, seen by the headlights of an approaching police car. The plan doesn't just fail. It collapses spectacularly. As blue lights flood the scene, panic sets in. Ross insists on a single story: self-defense. Panic. The truth about Ray's crimes must come out. Before his partners seek revenge, the group disperses, washing away blood but not guilt. Back at Smithy Cottage, Marlon holds April close, knowing safety is only temporary. Questions are coming. So are the police. And somewhere beyond the crash site, Ray's phone vibrates on the wet asphalt. A message lights up the cracked screen. Payment overdue. We are coming to collect. The episode ends not with closure, but with a warning. The storm over the village is not passing. It is settling in. Ray's death is not the end. It is the opening shot of a war the village is wholly unprepared to fight.